Hi, everyone. It's Anne O'Neill on October 18th, 2024. And I just wanted to get on here today and share a little bit of information about the full moon that we recently had, and also just where Pluto is right now in terms of the astrology that I hope will be helpful for some people. So I've prepared a little bit of notes, and I just wanted to walk us or talk us through a few things. So right now, Pluto is at 29 degrees and 39 minutes of Capricorn, and it's soon, right now it's in, Capricorn, and it's soon going to be going forward into Aquarius. That's going to happen on November 19th or 20th. And that's thought to be a very strong signpost in our journey from the age of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. So Pluto being in this final degree of Capricorn, and the final degree is called the anaretic degree. It's also called the degree of fate or the degree of karma. So when it's in that last degree of a particular sign, there is more going on. It can be more activated. Some say the shadow elements of the sign will come up, but we have Pluto and we have it in Capricorn. So it's going deep and it's unearthing everything that needs to be brought to the light so that we can make this transition into the age of Aquarius, which is happening over a period of time. It's not just happening on one day. Basically, we cannot bring the baggage of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius with us. So, this deep unearthing that we're all going through, personally and collectively, is happening and will be active up until that time of November 19th or November 20th, that vicinity. Just be prepared for that. Know that that's what is happening. Sometimes I think just knowing that there's a bigger picture, a bigger perspective, something that we're all going through together can be helpful in whatever the personal details are in your own life. If we can hold the perspective as well that this is happening for the greater good, both personally and collectively, I think that that can also really help with whatever the process is, whatever it looks like for you. So do care for yourself. Do whatever it is that makes you feel more taken care of. That can be grounding. It can be going out in nature, surrounding yourself with people, things that actually provide you with some comfort at this time. That's really important. And letting go of the things that don't serve you at this time in your life, and looking to make the connections with those things that do strengthen those connections, even if it's just being alone or going somewhere where you can look at the stars or be with the water or whatever at this time. That will really help. So there was a really powerful full moon yesterday, which of course we're still in the window of that. It happened 4:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October 17th. And so at the full moon, the sun and the moon are on opposite sides of the earth. The full moon was in Aries, the sign of Aries, which is a fire sign, and it's ruled by Mars. So there's a potential for a lot of fiery action right now. The sun is in Libra, which is an air sign that's ruled by Venus. And that brings the need for more harmonious relating. Libra is much more concerned with relationships, and Aries is much more concerned with autonomy and its independence. So that could be viewed or felt as a bit of a tension with the pull towards what we need for our own autonomy and independence being perhaps different from what we might need to bring harmony into our relationships. They don't have to be different, but they can be perceived as being on different ends of the spectrum. So the key here would just be to know perhaps which end of the spectrum you need to place some attention on. Maybe you need to strengthen your ability to act autonomously and independently. Just don't completely lose sight of the other end of the spectrum, which is that we also have needs for relationship and community, or it could be vice versa, that you need to strengthen your relationships, your friendships, your sense of community, and not lose sight of the fact that we also have needs for autonomy and independence. So it's about a balancing of those and an integration of those two aspects of ourselves. A few other aspects I just want to mention about the full moon yesterday. There was, and there still is, a grand cardinal cross that's formed with the moon in Aries, the sun in Libra, Pluto in Capricorn, and Mars in Cancer. So with those four cardinal signs highlighted, the configuration just brings really focused energy to initiation or the momentum and forward movement at this time. And I'm not going to go into that a whole lot more. Some other people may, tap into that in their videos. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the fixed stars that the sun is conjunct to right now. Conjunct to meaning in roughly the same place in the sky within a tight orb of the sun, and so opposite this moon. The fixed stars that I wanted to bring some attention to are Spica and Arcturus. Spica is basically the brightest star in the Virgo constellation. Actually, it's a binary star and a rotating ellipsoidal variable that are really close together and rotating in a tight orbit. But I'll just call it a fixed star. They can't really be separated visually except using, different ways of assessing colors and that kind of thing. So it actually looks more like an egg shape, but it looks like one thing. So we'll call it a fixed star. So basically, Spica is one of the brightest objects in the night sky, and its name comes from the Latin Spica virginis, which means virgin's ear of corn. It's believed to be the star that gave Hipparchus the data that led him to discover the precession of the equinoxes, and he lived 190 to 120 BC, so it's just a little bit of history. Spica is connected with the grain harvest and the provision of our material needs, basically. So it's a white star in the left hand of the Virgo constellation, of the Virgin, actually. It's connected with success, with renown, with riches, with a sweet disposition, and a love of art and science. A message that's connected with Spica as well is that we reap what we've sown and what we've cared for. And what we've reaped must last us until the next harvest is ready. Spica is very feminine, sweet, innocent, and it's also connected with Ishtar, the queen of the heavens. Arcturus is a fixed star in the Boots constellation, which is situated on the left knee of the herdsman. And that it's the fourth brightest star in the night sky and the brightest star in the northern celestial hemisphere. It's linked to the god Enlil, and the traditional name is derived from the ancient Greek and means guardian of the bear. Spica and Arcturus have both been referred to as uplifted ones. So there's a lot of really positive energy that we can be inspired by at this time and connect with. Arcturus is more adept at dealing with some of the darker aspects of life on Earth than, say, Spica is. Arcturus is about bestowing riches, honors, high renown, self-determination, and prosperity. It's a more masculine star, and it's basically, they work together. So Arcturus is a protector of Spica. Abuse the bounty, take from others, or deny others what is due, and the protector, Arcturus, will step in to protect against any predatory energy and call the situation sharply to order. So I thought that was very interesting. Arcturus is associated also with higher levels of spiritual evolution and healing of all kinds, especially emotional healing. But I just wanted to highlight this because I thought, how interesting that these stars are highlighted in the astrology in this particular way at this particular time, as we really do need to find balance between the need for independence that I already spoke about with Aries and the need for relationship with Libra, but also we need to protect and nurture this sweeter, more innocent side of ourselves and our world, and hopefully bring that forward. And Arcturus stands as protector against predatory energies. And I certainly don't have to, um, I'd be here all day if I tried to cover all the predatory types of energies that are operating on our planet at this time. So I just thought it was very interesting and very important that we can call upon this energy or tap into this energy to inspire us in our world to do what we can to address any imbalances that are happening with predatory types of energy. There is that energy of Arcturus that we can tap into right now, and the emotional healing that's necessary around that to assist with this process that we're going through. Um, so basically, I just wanted to mainly kind of map that out because I wanted to put that call out for let's be inspired at this time to actually do what we can to put our foot down when we see those predatory types of energies happening in whatever way in this world and protect what is sweet and innocent and more feminine at this time. I just felt it really speaks to our times right now. And I wanted to, it felt encouraging for me to, read about this and learn about this. So I wanted to share that in case it's of any benefit for anybody else, whatever else other people are going through right now. And I know that there's a whole lot going on for many people in this world. So, my wish is that we will all go through this time with as much ease and grace as possible, and knowing that there are energies and forces out there that we can tap into that can assist us at this time. And as we make those connections stronger in ourselves and bring those types of energies into our interactions with other people, I think that that is how we actually do change the world and make things better for all beings. So, blessings and love to you all.